Hello everyone and welcome to Club Reaction to Sparta Prague 0, Rangers 0. Probably not the worst result based on what we've just witnessed, but we'll get into a wee bit more. I'm Scott Carney, I'm with Ali Pearson. Thanks mate!
As a guy weeks on there, as I said on Club.com, I would have taken a draw before the ball was kicked tonight. I thought a draw would be a good result. A draw is a good result in terms of the group at the moment for Rangers. We'll get in terms of performance, but overall, maybe not the performance, but the point, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so we will break it down a wee bit more than just that. Obviously, we had no left back tonight. Ben Davies come in. Clement decided to go a wee bit like a 3-5-2, I think you can call it, with Davies coming into the kind of back three. And if I'm going to be honest, see that first half, it was bad. It was very, very bad. I didn't feel like Rangers had any real control of the game at all. I thought we were sloppy in possession. I thought the passing was wayward, and I didn't really see what we were trying to do. And Ali, when we got to half time, I'm not being generous here, we had nothing to go on that first half, and we were probably lucky to get to half time at 0-0. And I don't want to try and over-analyse the first half. There's nothing to analyse. That's how poor Rangers were.
No, I think I started up and they had 12 or 14 shots to our one, which wasn't really a shot.
If you
want to include it. We were very poor. It was like watching us back under Michael Beale. I thought the first half, the 3-5-2 didn't work with Rangers. I thought we were exploited quite a lot of times at the back. The only positive for me was we got out the half at 0-0, because for me it was wave after wave. I mean, Butler had a couple of saves to make, but you could just feel them scoring, and getting to half time for me was critical at 0-0, and we did.
Yeah, I think Butland and Suter, I think, are the only ones that I'll give real pass marks to in the first half. I thought Suter flung himself in front of absolutely everything, and Butland makes two pretty back-to-back stops that were really quite impressive in order to keep Rangers in it. But I say at the half, me and Ali were sitting having a chat about it, and I was going, I can only really see this going one way right now, which is, it's disappointing, it really is. I think when I checked the kind of response on social media, I mean Twitter, at half time, you can see a lot of people saying that Clement now knows the players that he's working with. To an extent I can go along with that, but to an extent I also go, his hand was forced tonight about the squad that he could pick. The shape for me didn't work. I am not, out of the players that we have available right now in the squad, 3-5-2 for me is not the answer. It definitely isn't going to do my heart rate probably any good, or my lifespan any good, because it's a hard thing to watch. It really, really is. In the second half, I did expect him to go back to a 4. He didn't really go back to a back 4. It was pretty much of the same. Ali, for 25-30 minutes maybe of the second half, it was the same thing we seen from the first. We were sitting talking to each other, mate, and I was going, we were expecting a goal from Prague.
Yeah, I've seen this before, the Rangers in Europe. It was I didn't make any substitutions. It was the same team coming out, same shape, and we never grabbed hold of the game at all. I just thought it was inevitable. I thought they would get a goal at some point. I didn't think they were great, Sparta. I thought they're a decent team, but that's it. And thankfully, that's all it was. Because if they were a decent team, they would have put us to the sword tonight, and they weren't. But we rode a lot for huge spells in that game. Let's be honest about it, because we were very poor for the majority of that game before you come on to probably the last 20 minutes.
It's probably more the last 15, I think. I don't even know if it's the last 20. There's a lot up there. It's not a lot. There was a number of players that weren't at it today. Should I?
Aye, might as well.
Lammers is one for me. He'd one moment where he forced a save, and it's probably a decent save from the keeper. It's a shot from just outside the box. It's unlucky, and it's also a good save from the keeper. I don't have to be too critical.
That shot before Rangers,
but see the rest of the stuff that he done in that game, mate. He was hopeless. I mean, completely hopeless. And we actually had a laughing joke and said he's overtaken Dessers. Has been one of the, I don't know what it's going to take for Lammers to spark into action, for him to show something that I want to get behind him with. But for up until that shot that he hit, he was nowhere near it for me.
Yeah, I thought, and people think we maybe enjoy slagging some of these Rangers players, and we don't. As Ryan says, they wear that Rangers jersey. You want to back them. You want them to prove us wrong. But Lammers, for me, at this present point, I don't think he's got the heart for it. I could see him in some mid-table team, to be honest, that maybe isn't fighting.
You referenced him as one of the horses in a horse race that's lost its jockey.
Yeah, there was one point he was running beside a guy who was breaking that ball, and that's what I referenced him as.
Yeah,
because he looked like when you see a jockey fall off a horse, it's running there. It's there, but he's running, but he's not doing anything. And it seemed like that, but he's heartless for me. Yeah. I really hope he proves me wrong. Dessers wasn't great at all either, but he didn't have much service at all today. I thought he was isolated half the time. But Sam Lammers in particular, he's now the Whitton boy, Carney. I know the two of them are the Whitton boys, but he's overtaken Dessers in the major Whitton boy now.
Yeah.
He needs to majorly show something going forward. That shot was decent, but I've seen him do it. It's a good height for the goalkeeper. It's a camera save, if you want to say that. Apart from that,
it's not much to
nothing
go on.
For me. Todd Canwell on a booking for me. I had to run about the park and do stuff, and he's on a booking, so he couldn't do really what he wanted to do because he's on a booking. And big concerns with Lammers, but we've said that all season.
Yeah, we have. I think Cantwell, you can tell he's not fit. He's not 100% there yet. I said to Ali when, obviously after I get booked, I was like, fuck, he's on a booking. I was like, he's got 60 minutes in him, mate. I don't think there'll be much more than that. And
I was glad they get to
he came off in about 63 at that, yeah. But no, with Lammers, look, and I'm not saying that Dessers was terrific, because he certainly was not. But again, there's not a lot for the guy to go on. I think a lot of people expect miracles from him, and I don't really know why. And I'm like, he's not going to be able. He's no Haaland. He's not going to be able to get the ball with 3 players in front of him or 3 players around him, barrage through them and get through and get a shot on target. And I feel like even when we watched the game tonight, a lot of people were quite quick to kind of jump on top of it. And I thought that's probably not the right thing to be doing. But look, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I always say that. But for me, he wasn't the worst. I think Lammers was really, really very, very poor. But so Danilo then came on for Dessers as well, and he probably had the best chance of the game. To be fair, he pulled out a bit of from a very tight angle. The keeper makes a save and pushes it onto the bar. And at the point, Ali, towards the end of the match, I thought we looked like we were going to steal it.
Yeah, last 15 minutes, I thought Rangers were the better team, if you be honest about it. I thought we started moving the ball nicely. Seaman was coming into the game. I know Scott Wright come on there, Danilo come on. That was a good chance. Great save by the goalkeeper. We looked from what we were bashing Rangers, because we were terrible the majority of that game. We actually looked like we might have nicked it. I mean, we nearly did nick it, Carney, but we'll probably come on to it. They went up the park just after that and probably should have scored, and they didn't. So
yeah, they probably should have scored. Goldson looked like he tried to take out the man, and he failed dramatically at it. It looked like all he had to do was square it, but he made a bit of a mess of the square ball, and Rangers survive it. Look, wasn't perfect tonight, wasn't pretty at all. It wasn't an enjoyable 90 minutes to sit through, it really wasn't. But the result in the other game in the group does do us a favour. Betis beating Limassol puts us still in a quite commanding position, and a point away in Europe. Are you going to really argue with it? I think we're all pretty chuffed to get out there with a point based on the way that game went. One man that I want to pick out, mate, because I think he deserves it, is Sima. He tried his heart out tonight, he really did. I said to you during the game, I thought he's the only guy in this team that looks like, he looks like the in-form guy in the team. Do you know what I mean? And I almost felt sorry for him, because he put in a hell of a shift tonight. Yeah, the formation didn't help him. He was way back at left back at points, helping out defending. That's not his game. He should be further up the park. Unfortunately, because the players we had to work with, the formation we had to work with tonight, because we were, look at the bench tonight in terms of the squad that Rangers had to pick from. I thought he was very good tonight, Seymour. He works hard. For the team. When he runs with a ball, you can see, like you say, he's got a lot of confidence at the moment, and I thought he done himself proud tonight against Seymour. And come on, but he was good tonight for me against him. Yeah, for me, he is the man of the match. He's the man of the match from a Rangers perspective. I just thought he didn't give up. He really didn't. He was trying to make things happen, and he was the most impressive I was about to say a blue jersey, we were wearing white tonight, and a white jersey. It was the most impressive in a white jersey for me tonight. Was there any differences to you from man of the match? I don't know how many more you could really give full praise to.
I thought John Shooter was actually quite good.
Yeah.
I thought he was decent.
Kind of all gung ho, really, putting himself on the line.
Obviously, Butland, you can say, was there when he was needed. I don't think he wasn't there many times, Butland, to be honest. As much as they had
first
so
half,
much possession,
yeah.
He didn't have save after save. He had a few big saves and he made them, but overall, yeah, same for me. I thought he was good. Overall, I'll take the point all day long for Rangers. It puts us, for me, driving seat to get out of this group. We have 2 back-to-back home games. We play Prague next, and then we have Aris Limassol come to Ibrox after that. So if we can get maximum points for that, that's us throughout the group. So it's there for Rangers. It's set up for us, and you need to look at it, Carney. Look at that bench we had tonight.
Yeah, we need players back.
It's
yeah,
there. It's really boys on the bench. We need players back, and if, like I said at the beginning, if somebody told me you get a point going to Prague, I would have grasped it. Doesn't matter how you play. Yeah, we want to play fantastic football, but a point in Europe away, I'll take it all day long.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'll take it after what I witnessed, especially in that first half. I will very much take a point. I will take a point. And we roll on. That's the thing. I think we always knew that the result on Saturday was going to not last forever. There is definitely problems within this team. There's some of the players within the squad that they're not good enough to play for us. But he's doing the best right now with the players that are at his disposal. I think we had a bit of a laughing joke about it was very much a Bill performance. I think a Bill team gets absolutely turned over tonight. I don't think that a Bill team would have survived as long as we did. We get through 90 minutes there and we didn't concede a goal. I don't think a Bill team does that. So, look, it's not perfect. It isn't. It was a tough 90 minutes of football to watch. It was, but we've got away with a point and maybe feel slightly unlucky that we didn't nick it right at the end. But I think Prague will be the most disappointed team tonight. But that's for them to worry about and not for us. Ali, thanks very much.
Yeah, no problem. I say I'm happy overall with the point. Yeah, the performance wasn't great. 15 minutes into the game, yes, I thought we were a lot better. Could have nicked it, as Garni says, but overall, look at us in the group we are at the moment. 2 home games to come. We are in the driving seat in this Europa League. Apart from Betis, you want Betis to win their games if you're being honest. So yes, I'm happy tonight. Yeah,
happy. He's not that happy, but he's happy enough. After the first half, look, we've got a point, and I'll take it. I will take it. I didn't see it coming the whole way through the game. I was sitting saying to Ali, they're going to score, and I was expecting them to score the way that the game went, but they didn't, and we managed to get a point. So there has to be some form of credit put towards the team. Can things be better? Hell yes, they can be better, and I expect them to get a lot better. But we're in a position where we badly need players back to come into this squad, because we need more strength, more quality put into the squad, because there's players that are just not up to it just now. But for tonight, that'll do us. We'll be back tomorrow with Club Live. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night. We'll speak to you tomorrow. We are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Cheers, everybody.